First, please read this question. Yeah. How does a file manager decide which permission to assign a newly created file? Okay. How file manager decides to how file manager decides permission to create to give a new file? Okay. Which parameters he is considering? Huh? Which parameters he is considering? How he is assigning a file? Huh? We will see this thing. Okay, you got the question, right? When you create a new file, I will explain. When you create a new file in Linux, the default permissions but the default permissions was assigned by file manager, right? Right. Now the question is, the default permissions, how he is giving, which based on which parameter he is assigning. Okay, this is the question. We will see with example, you will get full clarity. Okay, I will show the example. Just see here, there is no files here. Right now I will create one file by using touch command. Okay, now created. Now see, one file is present. Now we will see the permissions of that file. Yeah, see what are the permissions? Read write hyphen, read write hyphen, read hyphen hyphen, right? Okay, now my question is here we created ABC file, right? This is a newly created file, right? For this file the permissions are read write hyphen, read write hyphen, read hyphen hyphen, right? So who assigned these permissions? File manager. Who assigned this permission? File manager, right? Now my question is, file manager is assigning this permission by considering which parameter, right? By considering which parameter he is assigning. This is the default permissions. Okay, I think you got the question. Now we will see this thing. Now we will see which parameter he is considering is, that is UMASK. Okay, just type UMASK. What we got? 0002. Okay, I will explain how the UMASK value is related to file permission of newly created file. Okay, one second. First we will remember this point. Remember the file permissions RW-RW-R-. Okay. the file manager given this permission based on UMASK parameter. What is the value? 0002. Right, up to now clear, right? Now we will see how 0002 is linked to RW-RW-R-. Okay, now we created, here I am writing first what we did, we created a file. ABC. What is the permission? Read W hyphen, read hyphen. Okay, this is the permission. Just once cross check. Read W hyphen, R hyphen. Right, now what is the UMASK value? UMASK value 0002. Okay, up to now clear, right? Now this is the file permission of newly created file. This is this permissions was assigned by file manager. This permissions was assigned by file manager. One second. File manager, right? He assigned based on this UMASK value. He assigned the file permission based on UMASK value. Okay, now we will decode it. Okay. In the last class, we discussed, right? File permissions in Linux. File permissions represent in octal. Right now, same. This is the octal number. Just convert into binary. 0 means 0, 0, 0. Next one more 0, 0. Sorry. 1 second. So this first 0 is there, na? This first 0 represents octal. Okay, this first 0 represents octal. So we have to consider this 3 only. So this 3 we will convert into binary. 0 means 000. Next 0 means 000. Next 2 binary. 4010. Right, this is clear, right? Now complement. Do complement. What is the complement? 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 1. Okay, this is the complement. Right, I will explain one more time. 1 second. Okay, now this 3 for user, this 3 for group permissions, these 3 for other. Okay, this is for, this first 3 for user, group, other. Okay, 3 ones is there, means RW execute. Here also RW execute. Here R hyphen execute. This is clear, right? Now my question is the UMASK value is 0002 we got. If that we have to convert into this, we have to write down into binary. After that we have to do complement. We will get this is the procedure. Okay, we have to do complement. That is the procedure. Now whenever you created a file, file manager has to give permissions to a file this way, RW execute, R hyphen X. But we got this. Why we got this means I will explain. First, just to see for user what is the permissions. We here UMASK value we got it RW execute, but here we got RW. X is empty because ABC file is a not executable file. So that's why we got blank. Right, now again, for group, what is the permission? Read, write, execute. 3 permissions are there, but we got read, write. Third one is blank because ABC is not execute file. Right, now see, for others, read, blank, execute. It means read permission, execute permission is there, write permission is not there. Check here what we got. Read permission is there, write permission is not there, here also not there, here also not there. Okay, now execute permission is not there because ABC is a not executable file. So that's why we doesn't get execute permission for newly created file. Okay, this is clear. I will explain simply one more time. I will explain here. When you create a file, okay, when you created a file, the file manager will give default permission, some default permission to a file, right? Now what we did, we created one ABC file. What are the permissions of that file? Read hyphen, right? this is the default permission of ABC. Okay, now 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 question is how the file manager assign default permission to a file, like which parameter is considering. Okay, he is considering UMASK. He is considering UMASK. Okay, if you run UMask in your laptop, okay, see one more thing I want to tell. If you run, see, I run UMask, I got 0002, but if you run UMask, you will not get 0002. It may be vary, okay, based on the file system. Okay, now, okay, now coming to the concept. In my Linux OS, I got 0002. Okay, first 0 represents octal. Okay, put aside. Next three digits are there. No, just convert into binary. What is this? We converted 000 000 010. Okay, next do complement. Just do complement. We got 111 Okay, so this is the default permissions. This is the default permission file manager will give for any file. Okay, these are the default permissions. These are the default permissions file manager will give any file. Okay, now compare the default permissions to our default permission of ABC file. For user read write is there, execute is not there. Why it is not there? ABC is not execute, that's why it is blank. Right, now for group what is there? Read write execute. For our ABC file, what we got read write, I execute is not there because it is not execute. Right, now for others, what is the permissions are there? Read execute is there, write is not there. See here, we got read, we got write, we doesn't get because in UMask value others is not there, right? So sorry, here not there is, here also not there. Execute is there, but here is not there because is not executable file. Okay, so this is clear, right?